A coalition is a group formed when two or more people, factions, states, political parties, militaries, or other parties agree to work together, often temporarily, in a partnership to achieve a common goal. The word coalition connotes a coming together to achieve a goal. According to a guide for political parties published by National Democratic Institute and the Oslo Center for Peace and Human Rights, there are 5 steps of coalition building. Coalitions manifest in a variety of forms, types, and terms of duration. By contrast to alliances, coalitions are what might be termed partnerships of unequals, since comparative political, economic, and military might, as well as the extent to which a nation is prepared to commit, dictates influence. Coalitions can often occur as an unplanned response to situations of danger, uncertainty, or extraordinary events. Directed at interim objectives, coalitions branch into 2 expanding categories: internal coalitions and external coalitions. Internal coalitions consist of people who are already in an organization, such as a workplace. For example, a trade union is a type of coalition formed to represent employees' wages, benefits, and working conditions. Without this unity between employees, workers may be subjugated to harsh working environments and low pay due to no practical regulations. Often, organizations prefer to counsel with members of their respective internal coalitions before implementing changes at the workplace to ensure support. In contrast, external coalitions consist of people that are members of different organizations who collaborate their efforts to achieve an overall objective. For example, in order to prevent gun violence and advocate gun control, several groups, unions, and non-profit organizations banded to form the Coalition to Stop Gun Violence. External coalitions base their confidence in gaining credibility on inviting unlikely partners who wish to attain the same end goal. But the reasons to achieve these goals differ. Coalition government is an alternative model to majoritarian governance, the latter being characterized by winner-take-all, first-past-the-post electoral systems that favor clear distinctions between winners and losers. Not only can coalitions of legislative groups form governments in parliamentary systems, but they can form in divisions of power as well. The most usual analyses of coalitions in politics deal with the formation of multi-party cabinets in parliamentary regimes. In Germany, every administration has been a multi-party coalition since the conclusion of the Second World War. An example of a coalition government creation in a parliamentary government, when different winning coalitions can be formed in a parliament. The party composition of the government may depend on the bargaining power of each party and the presence of a dominant party. The Cambridge Dictionary defines coalition as the joining together of different political parties or groups for a particular purpose, usually for a limited time, or a government that is formed in this way. The temporary collaboration of 2 or more separate parties with a set goal and common purpose can be viewed as a coalition in international relations. Coalition competitions are represented in international political dynamics. In international relations, a coalition can be an ad hoc grouping of nations united for specific purposes. Although persons and groups form coalitions for many and varied reasons, the most common purpose is to combat a common threat or to take advantage of a certain opportunity, resulting in the often temporary nature of coalitions. The common threat or existence of opportunity is what gives rise to the coalition and allows it to exist as all parties involved see the benefit in working together. Such collaborative processes allow the actors of the coalition to advance forward towards their overall goal or accomplish the task that the coalition was formed around. The behavior and dynamics of coalitions in international relations are created by commonalities and differences within the groups joining together. Rationality, group dynamics, and gender are all contributing factors of coalitional behaviors in an international security framework. Economic agents can form coalitions. When a coalition is formed around economic goals, the reasoning is financial. In economics, when 2 opposing sectors such as a buyer and seller, or 2 sellers, come together, it can be thought of as a coalition. In the denotative sense, as the 2 groups come together temporarily to achieve a goal. One example would be the 1997 deal between Microsoft and Apple. The deal consisted of Microsoft rescuing the then struggling Apple with an infusion of $150 million. Unions can be viewed as coalitions of workers. When the agents considered are countries, the formation of an international treaty can also be seen as a coalition. In economics, a coalition's formation and its stability is more